All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Rob here at Smirking Gun Reviews. We're back with more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2. We are up to Episode 8. It is called The Things We Bury. So, full spoilers if you have not seen this episode. So yeah, again, there's so much going on in this show. So, it's going to be a little hard to keep it all tracked. But let's just start with the fact that, well, first off, the continuing adventure of me trying to remember Adrianne Palicki's name from a few episodes ago has come back again. I just watched the review where I couldn't remember her name and putting everybody through watching, rewinding, trying to find the name. And then when I give up and I turn around and the fucking name pops up behind me, as I say, it's probably going to pop up behind me. And then I see it come up. Oh my God. That's just how it has to work, right? So that's just, I wanted to mention that I saw that. Oh my God. But anyway, on with the show. So full spoilers, this is a pretty decent episode. It's a lot of setup, a lot of backstory, but it's fine. There's a lot of things, interesting things going on here. First thing is, it's the first appearance of, and I'm going to butcher this name, Diane Lachman. She is a Joss Whedon alum. She was on the show Dollhouse. She was really good on that. The latest thing I saw her in, the most recent, was Altered Carbon, the Joel Kinnaman Netflix show that's kind of like Blade Runner-y. She bears all. She bears it all in that show. It's a very adult show. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I love adult. But yeah, if you Diane Lachman, again, I shouldn't keep saying or butchering her name. I could be getting it right. Who knows? She is a very pretty girl, and she is a very physical actress. And so she doesn't really get to do anything here, but we'll see later on. Like on Dollhouse, she did a lot of great stunts. But this is her first appearance in the MCU TV series. She will be playing, and like you said, spoilers. Right now, if you're a first-time viewer of these reviews and you don't want this spoiled, watch the episode and come back seriously, because this is a big one. The girl she plays, it ends up being Skye's mother. And we get that all explained. Everything ties together with Kyle MacLachlan as her dad. Everything starts to really come together as far as the backstory of what really happened, why Skye's parents aren't around, and what happened to her mother. And we get to see that, she was found by Whitehall at the end of World War II. Red Skull is captured or dead, dead, as we all know, is, spoiler alert again, he's not. But Whitehall ends up in the custody of none other than Haley Atwell's Peggy Carter, which is really nice to see her back again. But this is the year. They put her in this, I believe, in the first episode of the season, and then now because the Agent Carter show was coming out right at this time, so they were trying to, make sure that people were thinking about Peggy Carter. So she gets Haley Atwell is great as Peggy, and she gets some cool scenes here with interrogating Whitehall, always looking for a deal, thinking, thinking she'll give in to temptation later on, and she never does. She leaves that son of a bitch in jail until the events of the Winter Soldier happen, and he gets let loose by Alexander Pierce, who then proceeds to show him that they found her 40 years later. The girl from, early in the 1940s is still alive, and she hasn't aged a day. And this is where they experiment on her, and he finds something inside her that makes him young. Pretty crazy, dark stuff. I love it. I love this, I know I'm skipping through pieces to tell one part of the story, but I'm not getting to the very end of it. The second part of the story we have is Ward and his brother. So everybody's looking for Ward, but they're not checking the one place they need to. Where's his brother? Why wouldn't he want revenge? He has been wanting revenge. Everybody knows what he thinks of his family. But I love this very Miller's Crossing-esque, dragging his brother out into the middle of nowhere, well, onto their property, which, okay, on their property, man, why aren't the cops there? But whatever. It takes him out there to admit what he did. But, it's going to take a lot to break this son of a bitch. Because even though, like, I'm pretty sure I remember this correctly, that he was going to be, as bad as Ward says. But they're both such convincing liars that you don't really know who's telling the truth until he's about to throw him in. And finally admits to what he did and how he was jealous of the younger brother because he was the one that wasn't abused. And he comes with this breakthrough and he hugs his brother. And I love this because I'm going, Ward's going to push him into the well. Ward's going to push him into the well. Because I didn't remember how this turned out. And they walk away together and I'm like, son of a bitch. They're not teaming up, are they? Oh my God. I was like, I was trying to remember if in the future episodes, and I'm like, I couldn't get there. And then you see later on the TV that Ward, like on the news, is Ward and his parents, or Ward's brother and his parents have all died in a fire with the confession that he gave to Ward. And so, Ward he killed everybody. There was no forgiveness. He didn't push him down the well. He just took him back to the house where I'm assuming he already had the parents, and then killed everybody there. And then offers his services up to Whitehall. So, man, Ward is just tearing shit up. Meanwhile, in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. land, they're trying to track down their own stuff. And in it, this is where there's a firefight because Coulson wants Fitz to learn how to put the transceiver back together in a certain amount of time. They're trying to get into this place to find out if the city is real. And speaking of the city, I said last episode that I thought it was Adelan. I forgot. I don't think it's Adelan. I think it's a place on Earth, that place that's underground where they find the future, things that are going to happen. I think it's on Earth, so it can't be Adelan. I don't think. Watch it be changed on the next episode and it goes, it is Adelan. I'll have to make another video that says it is. But I'm pretty sure it isn't. I think it's just a place on Earth. And I don't want to get too spoilery as far as what's coming up next. But even though I've spoiled some stuff. But the mom stuff, I just figured, if you don't know already, come on. Just close your ears for a second or so. But that's about it. Trip almost gets killed. What am I talking about? Is that about it? Jesus Christ. So in this whole thing, though, they're trying to get these hostages out, and Trip gets shot. And in the hostages is, lo and behold, Skye's father. So he assumes to help Coulson with Trip, and then reveals himself who he is by accidentally calling Phil. And then we get this great little moment of Kyle MacLachlan just, oh my God, he's so cool here. Just telling him matter-of-factly how everything is. And then just dipping. And then, at the end, when he's with Ward and Whitehall, and he says, I always like to look my enemies in the eye, talking about Coulson, but he's looking at Whitehall, and man, is he staring daggers at him. And we get the flashback that reveals that Kyle MacLachlan runs to find, after she's been tested on and taken apart and given Whitehall the thing that's inside her to make him young, they throw her away and they all cut up. And I'm not going to say anything more about her body, but when MacLachlan finds it, she's dead. And they did a good job with the lighting here. I don't know if they did any de-aging to him, but if they didn't, they did a really good job at still making him look younger, kind of with the light and now dark, in the shadows and stuff. It was pretty good. But yeah, now with the revenge, and that Skye's Dad is exactly where he wants to be, and he wants to take Whitehall down too. So it's like, he keeps having these layers about himself, and that's what makes him a good villain, because everybody just thinks he's crazy, which he is, but he's also got a plan, and nobody else seems to be understanding what that will be. So anyway, that's the episode. It's pretty damn good. Again, I'm blown away, and there's so many good lines. Oh yeah, and then Hunter and Bobby get it on because they start kind of arguing. So I guess they're one of those couples that have to have the conflict to have the passion and all that shit. So anyway, That's it. If you like this review, please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. And yeah, so happy season 2, episode 2 reviews coming after this. Otherwise, we will see you next time. Bye.